gun with the rounds. This is shaping up to be a very powerful machine when it just comes to its firepower and just that. If we have a look at some of its other factors, it has some increased armor protection that you can see on this turret. It has composite add-on packages, and this increases mainly its resilience to chemical rounds, so stuff like HE, stuff like HEAT-FS, but it also gives it a little bit extra protection against kinetic rounds. The main thing about the MuH KrUPPStchAlL when it comes to its protection is actually the angles of its turrets, and also because it has that massive engine in the front, normally that eats rounds from people. The MuH KrUPPStchAlll is one of the most survivable vehicles at the higher tiers of the game, and because of that it's incredibly fun to play as long as you've got FPE, because you do get set on fire quite a lot of times. Generally, because of how the turret is laid out, because of the fact that it has extreme angles, especially around the gun, it can ricochet a lot of shells, and to see this thing get extra armor on top of what already was a pretty resilient machine is going to make this a very, very tanky machine indeed. The other thing as well is on the tank's hull, it has slightly thicker armor to improve the protection of its vital components, therefore maybe you'll get a few more ricochets off that, or it will dull the kinetic penetration of certain rounds, so it won't go straight through the vehicle and instead it'll get stuck on the engine, which is what you're hoping for. And now let's talk about the engine. So the engine itself on this machine is an improvement. One of the problems with the MuH KrUPPStchAlll when it comes to the game is, I think it's safe to say, even when fully upgraded, it's a little bit sluggish. This one will still be a little bit sluggish, but it's compared to a lot of the top tier MBTs because they're incredibly fast